In this video, we'll demonstrate the various goals and preferences components of the software. This is where you can set up specific goals and preference settings for your clients. In the Experience and Goals section, you can set their experience level for both resistance training and cardio training, as well as what their 3 most important priorities for their goals are. This information can be used for tracking purposes, or also if you're using the suggest features of the software for building resistance programs, these goals and experience levels will be factored into those suggestions. Next, we'll look at the weight loss goals. This will factor in the client's body composition and display their current weight, body fat percentage, and body fat weight, as well as display a series of pictures so the client can choose how they ideally would like to look. If, for example, the client chooses 12% body fat, or they want to look like this, the system will then display that as well as a goal weight to achieve that body fat percentage. If it's a female client, it will be female pictures that are displayed. Scrolling down, you can also choose how they want to go about achieving this weight loss. In this case, they've chosen a goal of 1 pound per week. There are other options available. In this case, though, the 1.5 pound or 2 pound per week options are not available because it would create too large of a caloric deficit for this particular client. Next, we'll look at the resistance training preferences. Here you can set up what equipment your client has access to, whether it's at their home or in a gym. And then you can also choose specifically what exercises you want to exclude if there's any in the database you don't want the client to do. Again, if you're using the suggest feature of the program to suggest a resistance training program, the system will factor in these resistance training preferences. The cardio preferences is where you can set various activities that your client enjoys performing. There's basic activities, group fitness classes, racket sports, specialty activities, sports, and water-related activities, each of which also break down to various intensity levels. In the nutritional preferences, you can set to exclude specific food groups that your client may want to avoid, or you may not want them eating. As well, you can input individual food preferences. So for example, if the client did not like tomatoes, you would simply type in tomatoes, and the system would exclude any recipes that have tomatoes from being suggested for that client. Finally, we'll look at the client's schedule preferences. Here, again, you can set what time they wake up at, which is used for nutritional programming to decide when their first meal of the day should be. The resistance training preferences, what days and what duration of workout they want to do. This is also used in the suggest features, so the system knows how many exercises and sets to suggest for the client, and whether to do a whole body, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, or more splits. And also for cardio activities. You can choose what day and how much time, and then you can also select whether the system is going to suggest from all their activities and just randomly select, or if they have a specific activity they'd like to do. This has been the Goals and Preferences demonstration. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.